Hey guys, Danann here from Sweetheart, Alabama, the little herb shop located in downtown Greenville, Alabama, right across from the post office. And I'm going to talk to you today about loose teas because I want to show you ways that you can make them taste really great. And you know, when loose teas are available, sometimes you think, well, it's going to be too messy, but all you need is a tea strainer. So hey Coda, how's it going? So here's the deal. I have a couple of tea strainers available. This is called a ball strainer. You put the tea inside of this little ball. It's really easy. You hang it. There's a little hook to hang it off the cup. Hey Stacy. Hey Yusef. Hey Casey. And so the loose tea will steep inside of the mesh ball. There's also one with the handle. I really like this one because then you can stir it yourself. So it opens up. Hey David. So it opens up with the handle. You put your tea in, you stick it. Edward from Sweden, hello. You stick it in the water, you stir it around. It's super easy. And so let me just show you how the tea ball opens up right there. Put your tea in. Usually you'll use about a teaspoon of tea. So loose teas. These are so good for the season. It's about to get a little bit cooler and cold and flu season is coming, and we just want to stay as healthy as possible and enjoy tea. But also the thing that the reason why I like loose teas so much is that you're not, you know, there's not a lot of waste. Every serving of tea isn't in a tea bag with a string and a piece of paper hanging off the end. It's not a big tea box. You just have the loose tea in a jar, you put it in your strainer, and you're ready to go. It's super, super easy. So I want to go through some teas. I'm going to tell you how to steep them. Hey, Christy. And then we're going to talk about ways to sweeten these teas too, if you like. So let's start with one of the great ones for the fall, and it's called apple pie tea. So if you can see this tea, you can see there's dried apple in this loose tea here. So it's spicy. It's great for cold days. Hey, Melinda. Let me tell you what's in here. Cinnamon bark, rose hips, dried apple, like I said, hibiscus flowers, which is more fruity, right? Ginger root, which is spicy, lemon peel, chamomile, and this already has a little bit of stevia in it, and these are all organic blends, obviously. But so this amount is for, hey guy, this amount is about 4 ounces. If you are going to do 1 teaspoon at a time, that's 10 servings. So about the same as having a box of tea. But look at the small, you know, so you're not taking up so much space and not using so many products with this. It's really easy, really economical, and only $4.95 for 10 servings of this organic, wonderful tea. So how would you make this? So you're going to put about a teaspoon in one of your strainers in the cup, and you're going to pour hot water over it. So the most people say right before it gets to boiling. You don't want to do it at boiling. You don't want to pour boiling water over it, but right before it boils, right? And then you're going to steep it a little bit longer than you would do a black tea or a green tea. You're going to steep it for 10 minutes. And in that time, you might want to stir it a little bit, move it around, and then you remove the strainer. You don't keep the tea in the cup, and you sweeten however you want. So I'm going to give you some suggestions for sweetening. So we have local honey from Bender Farms. This is raw honey, and just really popular, big seller here. But you could also do a flavored honey that is, hey Brian, that is also has some CBD in it. So these have been so popular, I've actually got to reorder these. There's a ginger honey, and these come in little individual servings, or you could, you know, split them up, straws. And hey Celeste, so each of these straws of honey have 15 milligrams of CBD in them. So every now and then I might just, you know, do a little snippy snip, and I just eat it out of the straw. But you can get ginger, you can get a lemon stress less, that's lemon flavored. It's really light flavored too. There is a tangerine tranquility, which I feel like is a little way too sweet for me. And then there's just the regular flavored honey. So 15 milligrams a pop for these of CBD. They cost $2.99 a serving. And hey, Alex, and you can usually use this once or twice. So interesting way to sweeten your tea and make it a little more calming. Might be a good combo with this next tea, which is called Stress Zapper. This is also 4 ounces, 10 teaspoons, and it's $4.95. So let me show you what this tea looks like. All right, so I'm going to tell you, hey guy, I'm going to tell y'all a story. I should not tell y'all this. So when I first, opened up and I was showing a lot, hey Carolyn, I was showing a lot of herbs in jars so that people would learn, especially when I was doing classes and stuff, people could see the actual herbs, because it's hard to see what's in the tea bag or what's in your herbal supplement, right? And so a certain sheriff, who I will not name here, came by and was just talking, and he could not help himself. He opened every single jar of herbs that I had and did this. Like, it's just herbs. It's not the herb. But anyway, you can't blame a guy, especially when it looks like peppermint, right? And we'll get to peppermint in a second. Okay, so let's talk about Stress Zapper Tea. Stress Zapper Tea is really great after work or before bed, or when you're stressed out for any reason. So it's got peppermint in it, but it also has St. John's wort, milk thistle, passion flower, ginkgo leaf, ginger root, lemongrass, rose hips, and lemon balm with a little bit of stevia, organic, obviously, to sweeten. But so with this one, I would say if you're going to drink this every day, I would not want you to combine this with certain medications for anxiety or stress, and we could talk about that. The reason why is valerian root and passion flower can make some of those medicines work stronger. And so you want to be a little careful of that if you're taking high dosages of that. So, just something to think about. But definitely a great stress reliever here, or help with sleep, and would be great with one of these honeys that has the CBD, or just a regular honey too. So this you would steep the same way you would do the apple pie tea. So you would put about a teaspoon in the strainer, and you would pour the hot water that's just before boiling and stir it up occasionally for about 10 minutes, and then you take it out, sweeten to taste, and you're ready to go. And it's a really great way to get herbal health without, popping supplements. If you're not into supplements, hey Lucille, if you're not into supplements, that's okay. You can use the herbs this way. So before I get to Rise and Shine, I am going to show you the peppermint. The peppermint is divine. So, you can just use peppermint tea in the morning. If you have a headache, it's really great. Or if your tummy is a little unsettled. I wish y'all could smell this. This is such a strong peppermint. I'm trying to tilt it a little bit so you can see the peppermint in here. Amazing. Just great to have for any reason. Hey, Paula. In your home medicine cabinet, have some dried peppermint. Works for so many things. This is also a 4 ounce bottle, about 10 servings, 10 teaspoons, and it's $4.95. All right, let's do Rise and Shine, because that's the last one. So let's say you don't want to do coffee in the morning. Maybe a light caffeine would work for you. So Rise and Shine tea has green tea in it, but it also has bilberry leaf, which I love, because bilberry leaf is so good for your eyesight, especially for night vision. Long story with that, but a really great herb for eyes. It has ginkgo, which is great for your brain. It has ginger root and a little bit of peppermint and some cloves too. So this one, the cloves make it smell absolutely wonderful. Also a great fall tea to wake up to, and you can sweeten. This would be a good one to sweeten as well. So same thing with this one. You would take, hey Carl, so you're gonna take a teaspoonful, put it in your strainer, pour the hot water on it, steep it for 10 minutes, sweeten to taste, and hopefully with something safe and healthy, like some organic stevia or some local honey, or some CBD honey. So these things are awesome. I'm telling you, I will just like pop one and just chill out with my little honey straw. So if you have any, hey Dawn, if you have any questions about loose teas, man, I would love to talk to you about it. I am incorporating more of that stuff here so that you can get closer to the most natural state of the herb, whatever natural remedy you want to try, and there's a lot more of the loose herbs coming. In fact, behind me, I don't know if you can see, is we now have jars of lavender flower too, to use however you want in your bathtub. You can use it in beauty products. You can just put it in a pot of water on the stove and have lavender. You can sprinkle it in places. You can put it in your potpourri. There's all kinds of things you can do with lavender flower, and it smells amazing too. You can also put it in your tea if you want. So there you go. If you have any questions about loose teas or dried herbs, and just feel free to contact me here, or if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, please subscribe and say hello on whatever social media post you see here. I'd really appreciate it. I love you, and I'd love to hear any of your stories about loose teas, dried teas. Thanks. Bye. Mwah. See you guys later.